treat my life like I'm only gonna get one. Oh shit. My bad, bro. You know, everybody around my age are doing their own thing, but I feel like a lot of us are lonely, dude. Like, I like spending time with my dad and mom and shit because they be doing their own thing. But I noticed I don't really have a social life where I can say I have something to do on the weekends. And ever since I was like, it didn't really hit me till I was like 14, but I realized after like 14, bro, I found myself in my bedroom listening to Love on Top by Beyonce. And I remember listening to that song thinking like, I'm really in my bed on a Friday evening, 4-ish p.m. listening to Beyonce 5. And I don't even listen to Beyonce like that. Like, damn, I need friends, bro. I ended up getting like friends sort of in high school, but they weren't really friends. They were more so people that were also just lame, and we related to each other because like we were all aliens together. That didn't necessarily make them good people though. And also in college it was the same way, except college is more transient in nature because you're only there to essentially be indoctrinated, get what you need to in order to be a cultivated professional, and then go about your life. And whether you maintain contact with these people is entirely up to your will to be desired as a friend. And that's the way I look at it, but maybe that's the reason why I don't have friends, because you'll realize, bro, that friendship is something that you actually have to work for. If people aren't working for that shit, it's just not gonna work out. That's why you have a lot of people saying like, oh, nobody reaches out to me, and like, you know, and it's nothing to feel bad about, because I enjoy being bored a lot. Like, a lot of people would think this is strange, but like, boredom is actually pretty, it's almost cathartic to me to not have anything to do. Eventually you just get used to having something that you always want to work on for yourself in the future. I read my life in terms of my future, so I'm like, if I want to do something in the future, I can get through the now, as weird or uncomfortable as it may be. But after you realize that you're doing it for a reason, it's no longer like uncomfortable. I'm really out here like grinding, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really out here. So for those who work in DevOps, you know that every day we have to learn something in order to remain competitive in the tech field. So every day is a new tool. Like, you probably use GitLab CI/CD, but your company wants to use Bitbucket. You use Bitbucket now, but oh, everybody's talking about GitHub Action, so you got to learn that. So that becomes part of your life. If you're in networking, the only thing that you have to learn now is like SD-WAN and automation, you know, stuff related to network configurations. But it doesn't change as much as the software development world does, because there's so many tools being created, and I realize that I have to learn all of these tools 24/7 if I want a shot at middle class life here in America. If we want to be honest, middle class life don't even exist. If you're not delusional in life, bro, you're gonna go crazy. Man, maybe I have already gone crazy, but I think you either go crazy trying to be delusional, or you go crazy realizing you're crazy in the first place. And I would rather try to play the game like everybody else. Once you see it as a game, it gets better, because you can create any type of life you want, bro. You want kids, go have kids. There's already a lot of goddamn kids in this world, but it's up to you. You wanted them, so raise them, you know, and try to love them the best you can while you're playing that game, the family game. So I did this personality test like some time ago, and it turns out that I am an INTJ, so I don't like to marginalize myself or acronyms. Basically, my personality is the architect. It's kind of funny because my actual job title is architect. I just don't really see the point of, I don't know, consolidating my personality into one box. It just don't make sense to me. How they describe an INTJ is basically, okay, they're introverted, they're very intuitive, they're very calculating. Kind of sounds like a psychopath. I don't think I'm a psycho, but I do question certain situations that make me go like, I should definitely be enjoying this. And I don't feel that in a lot of cases. Like, I'm making a video that I'm scared to release because in the video I'm like, I literally just admitted to being a hater sometimes. Like, I'd be like, I'm not excited for that normal people should be excited for. And like, I get mad at normal people for being excited for it because I'm like, how can they be so emotional about this? Like, if you have a goal, right? Like, if you want to do something that you want to do in life and you know exactly what you need to do to get there, you're just weak if you don't make it happen when you have the resources to. Not having the resources to do what you want to in life and then feeling upset with the results is pointless because you did not have the resources, which means that you can't change the situation. But if you do have the control to change your reality, bro, and you're mad that it didn't go your way, what are you doing? Like, what are we even talking about right now? Just think about it, bro. If you have tasks or you have an ambition that requires you to think a lot, you really need to take care of your body, man, because they're always focused on odd things. And I think the things that they focus on wouldn't even be a concern if they just took better care of their bodies, right? Because taking care of your body is the first step in taking care of your mental health. Now, I'm not no mental health advocate. I'm pretty sure if I was diagnosed with something, it would be like something in the DSM-5. Materialistic aspects aside, you know, worldly motivations aside, for reasons why people want to improve their life, it is always good to have access to emotional currency, social currency, material wealth, because it enables you to live the life you want. You don't want to have something that you want because other people told you you had to achieve it. You want to have something you want because it brings you closer to your purpose. And I don't feel like we have a purpose, which is why I'm going to say it's not important to have a purpose. But if you feel like you don't have a purpose and you don't know why you should be doing something, ask yourself. Actually, I can't give you any advice because I wake up on different days and don't know what the hell I'm gonna wear.